Otherwise, there's something else that you disagreed with, because as men, as Rishogune, as much as you guys might think that Arabona scared we wanna marry, I also still disagree with that. Rebatla mutu o whereby we feel like, okay, this one is not a bitch. I think a guy marries okay, this one, I don't think she's been on the block too much in Totozwalo, and sometimes mutu come to ko mahaying. Which is something that you disagree with, or there's no way so come tolerate, right? Because think about it, and I try all these fancy things. So do you think it's the right girl for us to go for?
No, it's 50-50. There's a 50% chance she'll get here and then she becomes loyal. There's a 50% chance she won't, because now she sees all of this fast life. Like I'm a Don Park girl. You see, it's a very quiet place. I've went to Soweto and it showed me I became a whole different person, because that place, everything is just so fast. Soweto.
Okay.
I went to Soweto. I lived there for just a year, and it changed me drastically in just a year, because everything was just so fast. Nothing hardly happens here at Don Park. So if you bring Mutoko Makayeng here, what are the chances of you actually like trying to maintain that persona you had? Makayeng, you're the it. Because obviously she's not seeing much. She's not seeing big fish. She gets here, she sees better people. She actually realizes there are better people than you. Yeah. So, and if her motivator was the fact that when you've got Manum Tomakaying, what are the chances of Afika more?
Yeah.
She's not going to want more. Because her motive initially was the fact that you're from Joburg. She sees you well. She'll be fine. She'll be taken care of. She gets here. She sees, nah.
I didn't.
Yeah,
there's got better things. Okay, not the way I see it. That's why I think I made a bad example by saying Wayana Wakoma Haying. What I was supposed to say is that depending on how you grew up as a girl, if Ukasheba ladies from the Muslim community or the Jews, they don't have women who do those things, who are after blessers. And I'll tell you why. Because Bashaka Foundation is strong. First of all, they have a family. Women from these other race, they grew up with a dad and a mother. It's impossible for you to be a lady. Ube 12, ube 13, 14, 15. You had a father who was always there for you. Always sits go to school now it's my side trips into Tozwalo, and a mother was always there supporting, giving you so much love. Then umatise blesser.
Yeah, it hardly happens.
It hardly happens. So now I'm meant to say somebody holding sharp. And now I always say this. And I know a lot of people will attack me because dynamics are more country. Most women, even males, they didn't grow up with their fathers, which is a problem. That is a crisis, Gabo Self. The fact that fathers are not present in their children's life. Mara, that is one of the causes, especially if we're now maybe with a single mother who didn't even give you that much attention. You haven't received any attention from a male side, whether it was your uncle in Totozwalo, out there. Mara, a woman also taking attention from Tamalai who would do anything like that. Because enough attention at home. So what I had to say, get a girl or or even if, because I'm not saying that all girls are maybe without parents they don't turn out good, but I'm just saying the majority are not gonna turn out good. Okay, I don't have a father, I don't have this. No. Whether they read a lot, go YouTube, I understand. So it's all about understanding yourself, why you behave the way you behave. Then they come out of that. You understand?
I believe it's, I'll say, more accountable. Even though we know that accountability is a kryptonite, otherwise, it's like that, like self-awareness and introspection.
No, actually, my cousin was saying this yesterday, that next time he dates, he's gonna want to know the girl's family. She's gonna want to understand, know the sisters. Yeah. If the sisters are married, if the sisters, she'll want to know the mom. He'll want to know. Why am I saying she? He'll want to know everything about that girl before he takes, like within a week, before he even goes too far. He'll want to know what's happening, the family dynamics behind that. But then again, in my case, I was raised by two grandparents that were married for like 44 years. So, 2006 it was 44 years. That would have been like 60 something. So they've been married for that long. And what I love about my grandparents, they didn't paint this perfect picture about marriage. My grandmother never made it perfect. Like she told us it's bad. It's not bad, but it's hard.
Yes.
It's very hard because even when they fought in front of us. Like I've never had that perfect image about marriage. So I knew if I were to get married, what am I getting myself into? So in that aspect, my parents divorced young. My mom did her own thing. My dad died.
Okay.
So, and my brother grew up without a father because my granddad died when he was 4. But he's a responsible man. I think he's way more responsible than people that have kids. He's very responsible. And in my case, I just told myself I'm not going to end up like my parents. I think which led me to the decision of not wanting to get married. Yeah, because number 1, divorce. Number 2, my grandmother didn't make. I don't want that stress. Like I do not. I do not.
Listen,
So I'm fine with it.
It's true. If you're gonna be open to marriage, or if you want something long lasting, you need to be open to doing bullshit.
Yeah, and you need to have a lot of patience. With someone. You need to be delusional to some extent.
Yeah, to some extent, it's allowed.
But what do you mean by delusion? Meaning that even if this person doesn't meet your needs, but believe or one day it'll change or something.
Yeah, that's the delusion that you must have. Unfortunately, it sucks. It happens.
It happens. Like,
It happens.
Me, I say what I said before, Joe. Or sometimes I think we want too much. You understand?
Okay, that's also.
Like, for instance, there's this other clip that went viral. I was recording with my other friend. He said something. He said, let me tell you, bruh, we all have soulmates. And not only that, we all meet soulmates every day.
Yeah.
But there's one problem. There's one problem. We don't want those people because they are not our type. Zankamboto, what do you mean they are not our type? She is not your type via looks. Simple. Meaning that I can have a girl who's perfect for me, who has my ideals. But the fact or maybe she's chubby or stodla, I'm like, nah, she's not my type. Already said disqualify girl. But that was a right for you. When you might meet a guy who's perfect with everything, disqualify because what? He's short. Guy everything. Because now he's way too short.
I won't date someone short.
I understand. And it is like we are too choosy. We are too choosy. I don't wanna lie. I don't wanna lie. Me, I think I've met my soulmates many times. But it goes back to what I was like, man. You don't have the lips that I want, man. You don't want to have the skin that I want, man. And those things, they are minor things. Eventually, they're gonna fade away as time goes by. You understand? So now, that's a lie.
No, I do believe there's someone for everyone. No, I do believe that.
Yeah.
My person must know we're not gonna get married. That person.
And then if you
Have somebody who has those ideals.
If you have a common understanding to it, then I would think.
But marriage is just a formality, man. I don't it doesn't change anything, to be honest. I don't see why people should get married.
Well, I mean, if you're gonna describe marriage on its own, what changes is that you're introducing a girl of your family to another family.
Yeah.
It's a whole marriage.
That's what scares me. I think the fact that now the family is gonna be involved, like every decision that I make now will have the family have to interfere. That's the scary part about it.
Let me tell you a brief reason why I think marriage was created. There's somebody that I was listening to this, and it was so profound what he said. He said, like, back in the days, women were not working. It was only men who were working. You live there at home, maybe you take care of the cattle, you are just there at home. Whether males will go for war and so on, but we were the people who used to work. Women were not working. So marriage was introduced to a point whereby we understand these people are not working. So if they're gonna come to your life, we have to make sure how much loyal this person, she gets something. You understand? Unlike Machida Nautlovela outward. You understand? Meaning that you're a woman, you just about to see from family how maybe your family was taking care of you. You don't have the skills, you don't have anything, you join this other dude. Imagine then you have nothing. So marriage was there to protect women because women had nothing. So that means if what break happens, you can have half of these things into this one. But the problem is that this has to change. I feel like it's outdated because women manje. It's 50-50. Me, the company that I work, 80% is women, bruh. And every time I recruit, men can do the same. It's just women after women. Women are being empowered. You understand? So now, marriage, it's a disadvantage for guys mainly. Because mara, why save? we be aside okay mama mara ntho tsaka kaofela uva ka tsona. You understand? So it's like it doesn't make sense. It was there to protect women because women nabasana rights now sa next at least out you have something. But now women have everything. That's why I feel like it has to be changed.
Simple as that.
And the best way, I think, don't include the government marriage because government gives on at for me. It's bampani be church fella. Because look at church, I could say babu akadi lobola ke at first nearly like the cows. And the cows it was maybe my family.
Yeah,
Okay,
family.
these are the cows that we have because that was our currencies. The cows. So since Funa Lomakotilo, this family, so nipa lenko, tina bagatube, so nipa lenko molezi, siba sharp. So manje these uncles, wow sabat sibang, uncle esat sibing or this girl that I'm married. Wapigisa analinna. She has 50 body counts. Usebetsa hard. Hatsi uncle wafihla la hey lo mntwana lo worth 300,000. Hatsi be next ka wena. Hatsi bori you are a feminist on top of that. Akamameli indoda who believe in equality. Then utla uncle wa old fashion o ratang black. O tlo vela 300,000. Ha re tsebe really too. I'm against that. I'm against that. Koba ke opportunities ka fela batho ba. So ke re bampani ibe nalo wena I understand okay John. Every year I make 1 million. When every year with on 12 also. Looking at the stats, most women keep on about divorce the males. I think 60% of divorces that happen in total what. Let's be mature. That really leading your positive thinking. Positive thinking and let's be in reality right now.
Thank you.
So if you need how so marriage now I think it has to be between the two of us. Mara na it's that it brings families together. Me, I'm going to have a daughter one day, I believe. You understand? I don't want my daughter shape body fat and set. Want her out here taking serious, and the marriage it was part of it.
Yeah, it was.
Serious. So I have to understand. Okay, maybe this is outdated. Let's find another way. We don't have to. We are go court written to the government. We go church. Now I believe I go to church. Reformalize it. We don't even have to formalize it. Lobola. Discuss it. Lobola.